It is Kimise, and I'm excited to be back again for another exciting stream. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. Let me go ahead and get my background stuff all worked out so I can see chat and everything. I'm having a little bit of issue with this, but I can go ahead and go this way. There we go. There's my chat window. So if I see you guys, I can see everything that's going on. I am super excited to be here with you guys tonight. Okay, here we go. There we are. Whoop. Woo! Good times. Yep, Mr. Enderman. That's who I heard. Okay, I guess there's an Enderman beside me. Very, very cool. So, I am here and I'm hanging out with 8-Bit Kid, and it looks like tonight we are going to be doing some digging. Yes, sirree. It is time for us to have an industrial slime farm. Yes, sirree. Did she put that inside? No, she didn't. She's fine. Okay. We are making ourselves an industrial slime farm. Something that's going to give us slime for the ages. So I'm pretty excited about that. I know 8-Bit Kid was excited when I said, let's be digging tonight. So we are going to be working hard on that. I'm going to go ahead and dump off some stuff that I don't need here in the dump off chest. Let's see. I don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Well, actually, those could be useful. Don't need that. I'll leave a couple iron in there for my beacon setup. Don't need that. Don't need that. And we'll leave the wood. We'll leave the wood for to make chests with it and everything. Very good. Okay, I've got me plenty of pickaxes. Go throw some dirt down in there. And I've got myself a nice shovel. So we are going to start digging this out. So, hey, big kid, how you doing? Good times. Woo, yay. Yeah. So, well, I guess it's just about getting in here and doing the action. So hopefully everybody's doing really good. Now, you know, we went ahead and got our beacons and made sure that we have the haste turned up all the way, because you know what? You're just not going to... There we go. Now, what we want to do is we want to work right within these. So I went ahead and, found a chunk base. Chunk Base is a really great website. It helps you find lots of things. I personally only use it for one thing primarily, and that is to find slime chunks. So what I've done is I found 4 slime chunks that are all next to each other. Okay? And so these 4 slime chunks are going to be the inaugural slime chunks of this area. So with these 4 slime chunks, we're going to create a huge slime farm. We'll probably put a building on top of it. If you guys got an idea for a cool slime building, then that would be awesome to hear from you guys tonight. Hopefully everybody's having a good evening. I know I definitely am. Always excited to play some Minecraft. Yep. Now, if you've been keeping up with YouTube, I'm going to be going back to my ship because the ship still has a lot to be done with. We barely got a start on it the other day, and I want to make sure that we get that all squared out, because I want to make a really big, I think we're going to put a big pirate thing on it too, so it's going to be very piratey themed, right? That's my idea. That's my thoughts on it, right? Very cool. So, yeah. Now, of course, you know, the reason why I'm digging it out and not doing, what do you call it? Dynamiting is because I want the resources. Yeah. Just simply put, as I want all the resources out of this, because one of the things I've been noticing is I keep running out of things like stone. I keep running out of things like sand and glass, or glass primarily. Sand's usually not the big deal. But when you start using things like sandstone, you will start running through the stuff fairly quickly, you know? So I've got plenty of pickaxes to work with, so I want to see how far I can get without having to go recharge my pickaxes tonight. So that's going to be a goal for me today. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and finish squaring this out. This is from the old DM days where he decided that he was going to gentrify the desert. That's why there's a layer of earth right above here, you know. Which, you know, I mean, it's okay. I don't know. I don't mind the desert for what the desert is. I kind of like what the desert brings to a build and stuff. You know. There we go. I guess 8-Bit Kid is using the natural surroundings of creepers to help do some building. I mean, destruction. Funny. Very cool. So, yeah. So, I guess that's what the goal is. Yeah, for sure. I do want to keep all the resources, though. That's a big thing for me. Is I do want to keep all the dirt because the dirt's going to be useful for other things. The sand for sure for glass and everything. And that's why I went ahead and set up my chests and everything at the beginning. You know what? I need to go ahead and clear out some of this stuff. I've already got full inventory. So, a lot of it's sand. Okay. Very cool. Okay. Now, let's see here. Let's go ahead and pick some of this stuff up. I've just been going all over. Pop, 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 pop. Well, anyway, so how's everybody been doing this week? I know I've been doing pretty good this week. Not a whole lot of exciting things. In fact, I've really enjoyed my weekend. Weekend's been pretty good. I mean, I played some Fortnite on Friday night, saw the new things for challenges so that you can get your free battle pass by completing 13 of those last-minute challenges. I was all over that, so I've actually, I'm actually on tier 97 now. Never thought I'd make it that far, so I only got, or is it tier 93? Tier 93. And so I'm really not that far from reaching a full 100 tiers, so I'm going to have to put some time in this week in Fortnite if I'm going to hit that. Not sure if I'm going to hit it or not, but man, I've definitely had a bigger season than I ever thought I'd experience with Fortnite. So, yeah, it's a fun game. It's a good game. I started a new series called Kimise Plays, so what I'm doing is I'm picking up games I haven't played before. Always trying to see if I can find a cool new game that might fit in with the channel and everything. And I started off with a game called Apex Legends. Had some of my students look at me and say, yeah, Mr. Arpin, this is going to be the next Fortnite. And so I went ahead and did a quick first play type of video on it. And so, I mean, I'd love any support you guys have with that. So check that video out on my YouTube channel. That'd be awesome. And if you have a game you think might fit really well with what I do up here, which would be really neat, that'd be awesome. Go ahead and put it down on the list. I would double check it. I'll check it out. I'll play it, see if it's something that I like, something that I enjoy playing. Apex Legends I thought was a pretty cool game. I don't know if it's the next Fortnite or anything like that, but definitely I thought there was some neat gameplay to it. Wow, there's a nice big cave system down here. I guess it got filled up at one time. Okay, so let's try to keep collecting all of these great resources. So that's a new thing that's been going off my channel, so I appreciate anybody who goes in and checks that out. Very good. Okay, so yeah, so that's kind of been the exciting stuff that's been happening with me and on the channel. So check it out. Check out the new videos. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, what things I could change, things you might enjoy more. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mark off the area that we're not digging in really quick here, because I want to make sure we don't waste our time digging places that we don't need to dig. So for instance, we're not digging here. Let's go ahead and suffocate this guy. There we go. That's the way to do it. Okay. There we go. Yep. That was a pleasant sound, wasn't it? Suffocating the zombie. Awesome. Well, anyways, so that's kind of some of the things that have been happening yesterday, last couple days on my channel. So if you have one that you like, you think might be really good, I'm super interested in that. Okay. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. Oh, concentrating, make sure I don't hurt myself or anything. Okay, so I think got this squared away area now. I just don't want to have to dig. I don't want to accidentally dig out anything I don't need to dig out, right? Right. That's my... Very cool. Okay. So, yeah. Basically, last couple days, I've just been hanging out with my oldest son, and what we've been doing is we've been programming a robot. Yep. They have their regional competition coming up right now with their robotics team, and that's going to be next weekend. I'm pretty excited about it. They're all pretty excited about it. And one of the things that the guys want to do is they want to change the program on their robot so that it could do this other thing called sampling, so it can determine between two different play pieces which one to pick up and which one to move and which one not to move. And we're calling that sampling this season. And so we've sat down, and for the last couple days we've been playing with sensors, and we learned how to adjust the sensors to play exactly what we need. There we go, which has been pretty exciting here. So and that takes a lot of work. Okay, so we have, and you know what, the program is awesome. It can totally differentiate between the two different types of... Ouch. Epic Kid just took a nap. Okay. I was thinking maybe she'd crash, but yeah. She did crash. She went to sleep. I got to watch, like our sleeping thing that we have on the server so that we can all sleep without the one person sleep thing. And sometimes when it throws something there like crashed hard, it kind of looks like a death message. So sometimes I'll mix those up with death messages, and I'll have to stop and think. I go, oh, no, that's not a death message. That's just, she's just sleeping. Okay, very cool. Okay, I almost got all the sand out done finally. I like to go ahead and work on stages. Okay. I should probably get some ladders out. Okay. Instamine. Let's just seal this off. That way I don't have to worry about caves or anything in here. Whoops. Okay, very good. Alrighty, so yeah, so that's all the fun stuff that's been happening. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited. We are like halfway through February now. And I don't know if you guys know what that means, but with us being halfway through February, that means that the original projected release date for 1.14 is coming quickly, because the original projected release date is in March. So I don't know if you guys know how excited I am about that, or if you guys are excited about that as well. I'm super stoked. I don't know if you guys saw the whole Foxes release this week. Those things look fantastic. I mean, their behavior is really cool. I don't know what we could use it for. I bet you somebody's going to find a cool use for it in a redstone contraption somewhere. So I'm kind of excited for all that. That's pretty neat. Let's see, what else? What else am I pretty stoked for? Okay, because that right there, that's pretty cool. And that's like I know a lot of the guys have been watching the different things for that, have noted that that's like one of the biggest things that they were looking to see if they would get all the promised updates. Now, I remember them saying that they were still going to do the updates to the other biomes as well. I just didn't know if they're all going to do it, if they're going to try to do it all in 1.14 or not. Because I thought it was kind of vague, or at least the way it was, I heard it reported to me, is it could have gone that way as well. So, okay, let's go ahead and put some of this stuff up. So I'm pretty excited about that, because every day we get closer to March, we get a new release thing. We get some more information on 1.14. New stuff starts happening, and that is just super exciting stuff. Okay, so let's talk Slime Farm, because that's what we're working on here. So basically with live stream tonight, me and 8-Bit Kid, we are going to work our hardest to see how far down we can get down in this dig. What we want to do is we want to get all the way down to bedrock. I don't know if you've ever built a slime farm, but that's usually the first thing you want to do, is we want to make sure we can get the rates of our slime farm as premium as we can possibly get them. And so what does that mean? Well, that means that we need to go ahead and first dig a big hole. I mean, we could dig down underneath the ground and make a slime farm that way. Certainly nothing wrong with that. But by doing it this way, what it does for us, it looks like 8-Bit's playing with creepers again. Oh, died by a skeleton. Well, that sucks. Okay, let's see if we can go do a good thing there. Oh, she's already there. Okay, good. I was going to say... Where's your stuff? Oh. Wow, what a mess. I almost died there. Did everybody see that? My last half heart. I almost lost it. Well, thanks everybody for stopping and checking out the stream. I just saved 8-Bit Kid and almost killed myself in the process. Okay, let's go ahead and toss out her stuff. Let's see, that one's mine, that one's mine, that one's mine, that one's mine. Okay. Let's see here. Pants are up here, 8-Bit. I think that's everything right there. Wow. What a mess. Well. I'm getting out of that death trap. Whew. What a total shindig there. Well, I'm glad we got all our stuff back. Okay, anyways, let's eat. And let's get back to... Ooh. It's amazing how quick pickaxes will go through. Now, honestly, this one wasn't already filled up anyways. Okay, let me go ahead and unload some of the stuff here. I mean, this is why one of the things I love about doing a big dig is just getting stuff. I love getting stuff. And this stuff will last me for so many builds. Let's keep our drowned heads in good shape. I want to use those for the ship. Yep, I got a ton of drowned heads the other day, so I want to make sure we use those for ship. Okay, we're going to go ahead and retire this guy. Okay, yeah, let's retire that guy. We will come back down and do some more here. Okay. You know what I need? I need some... I'm glad you found your stuff. I almost died. Okay. Let's see here. Let's grab some of this wood I have here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah. Okay. Okay. And let's make some ladders, because ladders will be a good thing to have right now. Okay. Okay, let's tear this place up. There we go, back into the action. Very cool. Well, if you have anything to say, any questions, anything that's going on with you guys, let me know. And once again, you know, having a great time this evening. Hopefully you guys are having a good time this evening. Trying not to die as we dig out this pit. Yeah, I usually like to be a little bit more exacting about the way I do it. I want to try to get down at least where the level she is again. So that way we can avoid death. Or at least we're together. That way we can avoid dying or something by ourselves. Yeah. There we go. Now let's go ahead and go there. Now I picked this chunk because, let's be honest, it's like right here where everything's going on. So this will be another really great build to help fill out this empty area. And it'll also give us a ton of slime. I'm kind of thinking, what if we made a big building with lots of slime in it? That's what I'm thinking. You know, something that has slime blocks all over the place. You know, maybe we could make a big factory. That'd be kind of cool, where it was like pumping out slime. That could be something. You know, I'll have to come up with some designs. See what might look really good. Yeah, that might be the way to go. So yeah, so you know, can totally theme this out with a total slime-based build. Giant smokestacks. That's a great idea, 8-bit. Yep. And you know, we could have big pipes. Maybe use some glass for piping or something, and we can be piping the slime all over the place. For sure. Definitely do not want to miss any of the smooth stone. Probably one of the most useful building materials in the game because it looks good and can be crafted into all those stone blocks and slabs and bricks and everything, which is probably the most commonly used stuff. Plus, let's be honest, 8-bit's been building some crazy stuff over there at her base. She needs all this stone and stuff too, so. Okay, we need to go one more over there. We go. Okay, let's go ahead and put this stuff up in the case. Very good. Okay, so awesome. Oh, I must have got her chicken because I usually don't carry chicken anymore. I'm trying the baked potato thing. Okay. What a nice day out today here in the lovely world of Minecraft. I love the big things that can take over the skyline. So, I mean, that's what I want to do, is continue to build big things that help break up the skyline. Because, I don't know, it just looks really cool when you look across and you see all these huge things in the sky. Okay, let's get all this stuff loaded up. Okay, so what else has been going on? Okay, well, I do know that spring break is coming out. How many of you guys are waiting for spring break? I know for our school district, we're only like 3 weeks away, I think. I was looking at my calendar the other day, and I was like, wow, it's only like 3 weeks until spring break. That's a pretty big deal. So everybody gets a chance to go out and do some vacationing. I don't know if we've just figured out how to do anything in my family yet. You know, right now we're just trying to pay off some credit cards and stuff so that we can not have those payments coming out every month. You know, so right now we're doing that. See, because my oldest daughter, I don't know if you guys remember this, my oldest daughter, she just got married in December, and so you know we helped out some with that, and you know right now we're just trying to get rid of any debt that we have from that fall time, because there's a lot going on for us as a family. You know, so we may or may not go someplace. We haven't decided yet. You know, I mean, we got lots of time to decide those things. Whoa. There we go. Okay, are we still within the zone? Yeah, I want to make sure that we're in the right zone, because I don't want to be digging out. Okay. So, whoa. Is that a second pickaxe already done? Oh, these are just getting wiped out. Yeah, that one I didn't have any unbreaking. Well, you know what it's time for? I need to start collecting some cobble, because that's something that I do run out of quite a bit. Smooth stone, I have stashes of smooth stone in different places, but cobble I don't. So I'll just use my... Oh, no. Okay, bet you saw that coming. You saw me using it. Yeah, I just broke a very precious pickaxe to me. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Okay, you always so. So don't forget, guys, always watch what you're hitting things with. Don't forget, your tools can still break. Ah, that was just sad. Creeper. Let's see here. As long as I get out of his way. There we go. I don't want to try to avoid blowing up creepers today. Okay, dang it. That's a good pickaxe, too. Now I'm going to have to do some more combining. There we go. Bye-bye, creeper. Let's get to work. Yeah, so 8-Bit Kid a little bit ago, when she dove into that thing, she found herself a bunch of creepers. Yeah. You know, I might have to go to the farm to lay out, to go ahead and recharge my axes. Quick. He didn't dive. Yeah, I guess she fell into it. Yeah. There we go. Just knocking it all out. Instamine. That's the way. It's so awesome. Yeah, my last pick. Sure. There's my pick. Oh. Sure. I have it. Okay. So did I pick it back up? Yeah, I picked it back up. Man, that just sucked. Okay, well, she's going to go repair my pick. I'm going to keep on working with these. Dang it, that was a good pick, too, that I lost. Okay, well, I just got to pay more attention to what I'm doing while I'm talking. Yep. You know, I learned a long time ago that streams are really good for this kind of, not so focused work because, you can make less mistakes, unless, apparently. So let's get rid of all the hanging blocks. There we go. Unless you're not paying attention. And then it's just bad things happen. Okay. Well, anyway, so good times, good times. Now let's see here. Yep, need a proper slime farm. So have a factory. I think that'd be great. We'll have a big L-shaped factory. We can do some really big smokestacks on them. I think that would look really, really good. We can also go ahead and make it a place for pirates to raid. Yeah. Oh, even better yet, we can go ahead and set some roads so that we can show, so that these can transport the slime to the warehouses down at the docks. Because guess what? If we're going to have a great slime factory here, we should be able to trade all that slime to all the different parts of the world, right? Right. Okay, so that would be great. We can go ahead and get some storage carts or caravan, not quite caravan, but we can build some carts or something like that that can go ahead and get them go in that direction. That's a great idea. That's an awesome idea. So we can continue to build up the lore of our area. Rail system, ooh, that's good too. We could build a rail system. Honestly, we need to build a rail system so we can transport some of our villagers into the resort area because, love our villagers to be able to take advantage of that resort, with all the different houses and stuff. And also we can go ahead and add them into the we could go ahead and add them in there. Maybe even make a villager trading area. Take one of the warehouses, put some villagers in there and little pens and everything where you can go in there. You could trade with them. I think that'd be pretty cool. That would be an idea for sure. I think that'd be fun. Awesome. Hey, here we go. So let's see here. We are now officially at level level 59. So we approximately got another, we need to get to about level 5, I believe. I believe that's bedrock level. So that means we've got a ton of digging to do. Okay, I might have to go ahead and build some more pickaxes. Okay, well, I'm getting plenty of the cobble. That's good. I prefer to dig with silk because then I have all that smooth stone, because it's easy to turn smooth stone into cobble. But that's just me. I know some guys, like, they just love the cobble chests, and that's okay too. What I don't like is I'd rather, instead of like, I'd rather get the coal ore than the actual coal, because coal ore takes up less space. You know, without you having to sit there and craft it all. I'm trying to be careful of the pit 8-bit kid fell into earlier. Not ready to explore that mess yet. It's going to be easier just to build down there, block off the walls, and be done with it. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff out now. Very cool. So, once again, thank you guys for stopping in and checking out the stream. We are going to be doing a big L-shaped dig. We got 4 slime chunks that we have identified as a perfect place to build a slime factory. Or at least I think it's going to be a great place to build a slime factory. And we're going to just make this part of the lore of the area, where we got this great slime chunk. And also, you know, with the secondary advantage of us being able to tackle and grab a whole bunch of resources. You know, sometimes I think you just need to stop and just do a big dig like this. You know, I don't know about you guys, but at some point when I'm playing Minecraft, I'm pretty much done branch mining. I mean, not that branch mining doesn't have a purpose sometimes, but when you're in late game play, I just don't think it's necessary anymore. I mean, if you've done enough branch mining, then you're going to have all your basic resources. For instance, like diamonds and everything. You know, I pretty much branch mine until I have enough diamonds that I really don't need diamonds anymore. And I've been at that point for quite a while, so I haven't really done a lot of branch mining in this world probably for several months. Yeah, I did one clear mine. When I first got my beacon, I went ahead and set up I just clear mined an area, and I've been finding resources that I've been using from that clear mine for, like, you know, months right now. So, you know, to me, the only time you end up going the other direction is when it's time to start finding resources. And the main resource you're looking for is like stone. Now, of course, andesite and those things are also pretty important, you know. But other than that, at late game, I just don't really see a point in doing branch mining, and especially if you have a beacon, because then you can do you can just go in efficiency 5 and dig in an area, and then you can clear out an area really quick. And that's way more efficient mining wise than to do branch mining and do that more targeted mining. Does that make sense? Yeah. So late game, you know, I think a great way to get resources is when you're looking to build, you know, big farms. Like, for instance, you know, the farm we're getting ready to build right now, the slime farm. But yeah, we're pretty much in late game. What we want to do is we want to fill our coffers with tons of slime. And it's getting to the point where slime is going to be really useful to us, because especially as we start to delve into some more, what do you call that? More redstone creations, you know. And, you know, I'm thinking about, you know, what I want to try some flying machines. I've never done a whole lot of flying machines or anything like that, so I think that'd be a lot of fun to do. And I need the resource. Now I have my rinky dink slime chunk that I just kind of stumbled upon, which is sitting down below my beginner house, and every once in a while I get some slime out of that, you know. But this thing is going to be on a scale right here, you know. So what we're going to do is, I think we're going to use, you know, one of the really simple designs. You know, I mean, and you know that's what's great about slime farms too, is they are just about all super simple. They're not really complicated. It's really just about getting your platform starting as low as you can go, because the way slimes spawn is they spawn starting at bedrock, because the way the spawning system works, or at least in 1.13 right now, is it starts looking for starts looking to spawn monsters at the lowest level possible. So, for instance, if the lowest level possible is a cave down at bedrock, that's where it's going to start trying to spawn monsters first, as long as it's within the range of spawnable monsters. And so it starts from the bottom and starts moving up from there. Now, check out all that gray cobble going up in there. Yep. Okay. Now, the slimes. Okay. Now, the slimes, they only start spawning below level 60, unless you're in a swamp. Okay. So, unless you're in a swamp biome, I'm going to need to go ahead and get a nap, because 8-Bit Kid is out doing other important things, like fixing my axe. Okay, can't believe I broke that other axe. Anyways, so basically, anywhere from bedrock all the way up to level 60 is a spawnable area for slime. Now, I think what we're going to use, I think the method that we're going to use is a really, really common method for doing slime farms. Is what we're going to do is we're going to build big platforms, and then we are going to go ahead and cage ourselves some iron golems at the edge of those platforms. And I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and keep it really simple. We'll use magma blocks, because magma blocks, what they'll do is they'll do damage to the slimes. So just in front of the iron golems, we'll go ahead and have some magma blocks. So we'll have magma blocks platform, and in that magma block platform, we will go ahead and yay! I've got it back. Okay. I prefer this guy anyways. Okay. So the magma block platform is where we'll be taking all those guys out. And so the magma blocks will kill the slime while they're bouncing up there trying to get to the iron golem. And then we'll just have a very simple rail collection system underneath those platforms. Another way we could do it is we could have like a water system, also move the slimes to where we want, so we can have like one killing place and just have like one collection area. So I guess that's one thing we got to think about, is we got to think about the collection area, because the collection area would be pretty important. So, or at least those are the slime farms I've had in mind to complete, is something like that. Not really terribly crazy or anything, but pretty much based off that simple. So what we'll do is we'll make, we got to figure out how big the platforms. I think we want at least 3 blocks underneath each one. Yeah, I think that's how we gonna want to do it. Whoa. There we go. That's how you take care of problems. Okay. Very, very cool. Okay. That's just funny. Okay. So, what was I saying? Okay. Yeah. And so then we'll have as many platforms as we can build between Y level 5 and 60. And I think we can get like, well, we have a really big, healthy area right now. So I think we can get several of them by doing it that way. And then once we get all those done, we'll have a ton of spawnable rates. We just got to make sure we light them all up. That's what's great about slime, is they don't care what the light level is. They will spawn on higher light levels. But we want to light them up because we don't want to have the other nasties spawning on them and getting in our way, right? Right. Okay. So that is the basic slime farm that we're going to build. Now, what's great about it is we can, use tons of slabs. So obviously materials probably won't be an issue, especially after this build. Time to drop off some materials. So anyway, so that's the plan. Is we're going to do an L-shaped area, and I think we'll have maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 golems on that side. So what we'll do is we'll end up like digging out another section, or maybe we'll just like do chunks. Yeah. So we can have the iron golem sitting in zones. Yeah, we should have made this just a little bit bigger than the chunks. Oh, that's okay. We got plenty of time to dig it all out. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop off a bat head. Oh, I got a bat head. Yeah, pretty cool. Didn't even know I hit a bat. Must have been down there when I was underneath the. That's super cool. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and stash that. I got a bat head. And I'll put my other heads in there too. Nice. Bat heads aren't easy to get. Or at least I don't think they are. I don't know. Okay. Very cool. And I'm just happy there weren't like a ton of creepers in that little pit that I fell into there. That would have sucked. Okay. I want to make sure I get all the smooth stone. This is like, goods right here. Okay. Yeah. So anyways, like I was saying, that's the type of slime farm we plan, or at least I had envisioned when I said, let's go get this project on. So I know 8-Bit Kid will be all about that, because if you have the resources to build it, make life easier. Ooh, you know what? She could add some like glowing green parts to her fortress. I don't know if any of you have seen like some of the episodes where I have gone over and done a quick tour, but she is totally remaking her look. She is leaving the den of evil and nether behind. Well, maybe not so much. But she is reworking it, and she's come out with this really great design for these stone towers that she's now working around. She's reshaping it so it's not like a big circular fortress. I think it looks really great. So I think, that takes a lot of effort and a lot of resources. Yeah, let's get this stuff out here. Yeah. So I'm wondering if those are some guys below me. Yeah, I think I'm getting ready to open up a cave system underneath me. Yeah. So I want to be careful of that. There we go. Okay. So, lots of exciting stuff happening. Wow, it's only 8:40. Amazing how time flies in these streams when you're working and getting stuff done. I think the last big dig me and 8-Bit did was when we were working on the ink farm, which turned out fabulous. I mean, we get so much ink out of that thing. I never even got around to finishing it, so I'll probably just go ahead and cover up the part that we did, because we ended up excavating this nice little trench and honestly didn't even need half of it to get more ink than we would end up using on the server, which is kind of crazy. In fact, I walked through it and I got 2 stacks of ink just kind of walking through it because I was looking for a block of iron I thought I dropped, and I just picked up 2 stacks of ink just walking through it. I'll tell you what, that ink farm was one of the best. Kind of a pain in the butt to build, but one of the best farm builds I've done this season. It was a lot of fun. I know we've also had really good luck with the wither skeleton farm. In fact, I've still got so many wither skeleton skulls, I just haven't gone around to even making beacons out of them. Heck, I still have another star that I haven't made a beacon out of sitting in one of my chests. So that farm worked out really, really well. I know 8-Bit Kid has decided she wasn't planning on summoning any withers for a while. She had bad luck with them. But I think we both had some luck with them. It was challenging. Wow, this pit is perfect. I love seeing the citadel as I climb out of there. That just makes it fun. Okay, good. So I knew we'd get a lot of resources out of this. Whew. Okay. Now let's see what else is going on. Whoa! Nice. Let's go and pick up all this goodness. Oh, yeah. Andesite. Smooth stone. Good stuff here. Okay, got to watch my axe. Amazing how quickly the axes go down. Yeah, that other axe went down because I didn't have unbreaking one. I should have just went and combined the axe with something else before I started using it. Ah, my own fault. I mean, I lose so many axes in this game. Okay. Hey. There we go. Let's go ahead and cut this place out. Nice. Insta-mine. Perfect way to mine. Now, let's see what else is happening. Well, I've got my pirate ship to build. You know, I need to figure out how to make a pirate banner. I think I have to get a special type of skull. I think I might have to get a creeper head, which means I got to get some charged creepers. You know what? I'm going to need to get myself a new trident. Okay. There's where I got that bat head. I know, charge creepers. I don't want to mess with charge creepers, though. I mean, that's one thing I haven't really messed with a whole lot. But we got to create some sort of... I think the way to do it, very simply now with the tridents, is to go ahead and... Let's go ahead and just kind of... Let's use smooth stone instead. Well, good thing I got armor. Okay. Very nice. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Now we got all this squared away. Yeah, I figured there'd be a big cavern down there. Okay, I think it's time to go ahead and get up. Yeah. How'd that block left there? Probably a ghost block or something. Very, very cool. So, that's what's been going on. Now, I'm pretty excited. I need to start looking at... I've been looking at some different maps for the 1.14 world, because when 1.14 comes up, we will be starting over. We'll be going to Season 2, because there are just so many changes in 1.14 with the new villages, the new villagers, new trading systems, the new taiga advantages and everything. Yeah. Now, I wish it was a different... Now, I'll be honest with you. I wish it was a different biome that got updated first. And here are my reasons. You know, although foxes are cool, and I think we can all agree, especially after the update, foxes are pretty cool, you know. And I agree, berries, you know. I mean, not a fantastic food source, but another food source. I think berries are cool, you know. And campfires definitely are pretty neat. But as much as I like those things, I think I could have waited for those just a big... Well, lanterns are going to be great. Awesome. But I think I would have rather waited for any of those things for the taiga, because I think it would have been better to get the savanna or the deserts. Because if we would have gotten the savanna or the deserts, we would have gotten new wood. Yep. We would have gotten palm trees, which would have been a new wood, which would potentially be a new texture. You know, again, some people might have liked it or might not have liked it, but what it does is it gives us more variety, you know. So, I mean, that's why I think I would have that's why I would have had the other way. Or if we were with savanna, we would have had the baobab tree, and that would have been another tree. And wood being one of the most highly used texture, to things to build with in the game. It's also one of the most versatile and the most flexible things. Adding a brand new texture of wood, huge. Huge, 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 huge. And I guess that's why I would have rather gone with one of those other ones. Because, yeah, you're right. Termites, they probably would not have been as cute as funny as a fox. And, I definitely agree that, oh, what else was going to be on the desert one? I forget. Was desert was, I don't remember. Was there a new mob for deserts? I just don't remember. That's a good question. Well, whatever. Just the palm tree thing would have been pretty cool for the deserts. So that, that's just me. I think I would have much rather seen one of those updated first, and I could have waited for the taigas. I could have waited a little bit longer for the taigas, but that's okay. We're getting so many other cool things, such as the slab update, the stair update. We are not going to be at a loss for materials and to work with. I just hope that those rules that they're coming up with, because that's what they're doing, is they're creating rules for certain types of blocks. I just hope that they add things like concrete to that list of rules for like stone, because concrete, essentially, once it's built, it's just like stone. So, there we go. Sorry, just wanted to go ahead and close out. Yeah. Yeah. Because that way these caves don't become death spots for me, where creepers keep falling out of them. Yeah. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, I guess that's if when I voted, it wasn't for taiga. Sorry guys, wasn't for taiga. Although all those things that they've added in, the campfires are really cool. From a builder standpoint, they're super, super cool. And I'm pretty excited about those and the cool things that those are going to bring into the game as well. There we go. Got that all cleared out. Nice. Let's go ahead and store these stones and rocks up, and let's go back for some more. So everybody who's like checking out the stream, thanks for stopping in for the stream. We're having a good time over here. Don't forget to encourage friends and people to check out the stream as well. We want to continue to grow the channel, and that's only done by you guys and all the awesome things you guys do. The fact that you're still here watching, even after all this, pretty cool to me. Makes me excited. Makes me want to make more content. Also, with the YouTube channel and everything, check that out if you haven't checked it out. I do appreciate everybody who checks out the videos and gives me feedback, especially comments. Comments really are the lifeblood, because it really helps me understand what some people like, what some people don't. Somebody takes the time to comment, that's a pretty big deal to me, because that means they took some. Because I'll be honest with you, I'm not the biggest commenter on things, but I'm getting better at it. And when I watch other people's streams now, especially content creators on YouTube and everything, I make sure I try to comment on it, because I think, those comments, I understand much more just how big of a deal those comments are to people who are creators and everything. It really helps them understand, their audience better. It really helps them understand what things are working well, what things, they would like to change, or where to go from there. So it's a really, really much more important thing than I ever thought of. And me, I'm kind of a quiet person. I'll watch and I'll enjoy, but I won't often get involved that much. Well, now, got a whole new perspective on things ever since I've started, I've been sitting here creating and building, making videos, and now streaming and everything. It's slowly changed my perspective on that stuff, and just the value of it. The value of it is high. So good, so good, so good. Awesome. Okay, now let's see here. Let's go ahead and... Is this one already there? Let's go ahead and let's get this torn down. There we go. Okay, now let's see here. Whew. Very good. Now, anyways, let's see. Yep, another cave down here. And it's just a mushroom cave. Yay. Let's go ahead and close this down right here. And again, I don't know. When I do big dig bits like this, I mean, that's what I like to do. I don't mind going through and just fixing things. That way I have a nice smooth cave all the way down. I don't know. That's just me. I don't think it's, you know, anything weird. That's just the way I like to dig. You know, because I like to have a smooth dive. Okay, this looking pretty good now. Okay. Now, everybody who's off school tomorrow, hope you guys have a great day off. Me, I know what I'll be doing is I'll be sitting in trainings. Yep, professional development never ends. So I know that's where I'll be, because I'll be doing professional development. Then I'll probably be grabbing my son afterwards. We're going to go back up to school, and we are going to go ahead and continue to program the robot. Because now that we've got it recognizing and taking care of those sampling and being able to sample and make decisions on its own, we need to tell it what to do. So we're moving on to the next part of the program, which is actually getting it to getting it to do exactly what we need to do next. That's how you make a robot think, or at least make this help it make decisions. You want to be able to do something and then make a choice, and then with that choice, you know, be able to hopefully, like in terms of what we're doing, score you some points. So let's have a baked potato on the house. Yum. Very cool. Okay, now let's see what we got going on here. Uh-oh. Music down? Let's check our music real quick. There we go. Very nice. Let's get back to it. Let me get my console back up. There we go. And let's hop back in. Lots of bats. Lots of bats. Lots of bats. So I guess if you want a bat head, this isn't a bad place to start digging for a bat head. Go. That is one of those caves. Let's seal this puppy off. Very nice. Okay. I remember when I used to dig holes like this out in the earlier game, and I would just be there plugging along with my Efficiency 5 pickaxe, you know, one block at a time. But man, how was I ever doing that? Oh my goodness, it's probably taking me days to dig it out. Could you imagine not being able to have this ability right here? Oh yeah, I can't imagine it. You know, I think, you know, I don't know. So what 5 most important farms? So if you're starting off a new world, you know, and you need to get yourself certain resources and everything, what are the 5 most important automatic farms or semi-automatic farms to build? It's a good question. What do you think they are? You know, let me think about that. Now, if I had to choose at the beginning 5 most important farms, you know, that's a good question. Now, food, yeah, I would agree. Food's a pretty important one. And there's so many different food ones out there. I mean, it's not like you have to be stuck with anything in particular. That's a good choice, 8-bit. I think food would definitely be one. I don't know. Food's never a big deal with me. I don't know if the food would be like the first one I do. I do think that one of the first ones I would want to do is let me think about that just a wee tad more, you know, because there's so many different layers of value depending on the farm that you're looking to do. Does that make sense? Depending on what farm it is, you know, there are so many different layers, so many different reasons why you might go one way or the other. I mean, I can definitely see food as a good option. Let's see. Honestly, I think if I had to do it, yeah, some sort of food farm. You know, something where I can generate some food. Maybe a simple pumpkin melon farm. And what's great about pumpkin and melon farms, there's a lot of small automatic farms you can make that will just literally give you so many pumpkins and melons you won't have to worry about those. Chicken cooker, yes, that would definitely be a nice automatic farm. You never run out of chicken. I guess those micro animal farms that have been around forever. A few different guys have made those, a few different designs where you can put, it doesn't matter which animal it is, and then you can be able to get the resources from them and breed them up like that. Those aren't bad at all. I think a lot of farms that people like to make early on are like sugarcane. Sugarcane is an easy farm that you can build early on, and because of the value of paper and books, that's a really good early game farm to have. Let's see here. Tree farm wouldn't be a bad idea, but an automatic tree farm, that's more of an end game thing when you're trying to, automate a process to save you time in collecting things like trees. So an automatic tree farm wouldn't be on the list. Now, let's see here. I would think that if I was going, I would think that I would want an iron farm. Whoa, there we go. Sorry, iron farm I think would be one of my tops. And it's still like one of the first farms I always, when I make a farm. Iron farms, just for the simple fact that iron is a huge resource that I don't think that at some point you're going to need. So iron farm, I think I'd rate pretty high. Some sort of experience farm. I think you got to have some sort of experience farm. And honestly, I don't know if you've ever checked out El Mango, but El Mango made this incredibly awesome experience farm using furnaces and cactus, where you can get huge amounts of experience very, very quickly. So an experience farm, and you don't even have to, it doesn't even have to be mob generated anymore. An experience farm would be huge. Now on this server, one of the farms I built up was a mob farm. And I'll tell you what, that has been like one of the best farms I have ever done. Because, when you have, like, a lot of things you don't, I wasn't worried about needing, right? Like arrows. I really didn't need a supply of arrows or anything like that. But, when you have, already 170. I'm going to need to fix my pickaxe again. Okay. But anyways, like I was saying, that mob farm's been really good because one, it gives me a lot of different elements. That big one inside the volcano. So, and it's easy early game. It doesn't take that many resources. In fact, I think I was able to do that like the first week or so on my server was built when I built that thing. And that thing's been like one huge mashable tool. But the real advantage to that particular farm has been the bone meal. Like if you're going to do anything when it comes down with trees or, getting stuff quickly, if you have bone meal, it just makes things so much easier. Bone meal is one of the most popular, one of the best resources to have. A ton on your hands. Sorry, let me get something to drink. Yeah, so I guess top 3 farms. If I was starting a new world, I'd want an iron farm, I would want some sort of food farm, and I would want a mob farm. But that might change too, or experience farm. Like for instance, with 1.14, no longer do you have to go find a mob spawner to make a decent experience farm. With furnaces, you can do it really easily. All you have to do is grab some cactuses, you know, and have enough iron to go ahead and build up the system. Does that make sense? Mob farms. Okay. So like I was talking about earlier, the value of bone meal, right? Okay. I don't want to break this one. Okay. The value of bone meal. I almost did it again. Did you see that? I almost killed my good pickaxe again. Okay. Sorry. Okay, but going back to the whole thing, as I was talking about how valuable bone meal is in any part of the game, you know, when you're dealing with plants and stuff, right? Well, now with composters, yep, you do not even have to have a mob-based farm to get bone meal. Now, all you have to do is have a highly efficient melon farm, for instance. And any melon you don't use, you can run through a composter and basically get yourself unlimited bone meal now. So 1.14, it's going to change, I think. I think it's going to change the way a lot of people play. I really do think we are going to see some huge changes in the way people play. Creeper, because of the fact that experience and things like bone meal you can now get in different ways. Now I heard one person saying that it would be even better than instead of like having bone meal, have it give you bone meal, is that they would come up with something else like a manure or something. And I think that'd be a great idea as well. Instead of a composter just doing bone meal, which seems kind of silly, right? Like getting bones out of, you know, clearly organic, or should we say plant-based stuff, because that's essentially what you're doing with the compost right now. Wouldn't it make more sense to have a new substance that's called manure, or fertilizer, or, you know, what do you call that? You know, again, I'm not a plant person or a gardener, but wouldn't it make more sense for the composter to give us a new substance that essentially does a lot of what bone meal does, but might be doing it at compost? Yeah, I guess so. But do it but maybe it'd be either more effective or less effective than bone meal. Because I could see that. Now, since it takes a lot more energy to compost, like, you know, I know a lot of people were complaining that the composter is not as consistent as they'd like it, or they don't like the chance. Well, because of that, make compost more effective than, say, bone meal in growing things. Now, wouldn't that make sense? You know, I think that would make huge amounts of sense. You know, to have something like that be in the game, and it gives you an alternative to you know, mob-based materials. Nice. Okay. So anyways, that's just my thoughts on the game. I think 1.14, you know, actually opens so many other different ways of gameplay, you know, that make it really super interesting. You know, it's kind of like when kelp was introduced here in 1.13. Kelp is such a easy thing to farm, and you can create some really good farms out. In fact, 8-Bit Kid has a fantastic kelp farm that she borrowed from Cubfan as far as design from, and it's like awesome. There we go. But now, I mean, you don't even really have to have whatchamacallit. You don't even have to have coal or some of the other materials to do all your smelting with, because you can use kelp, and kelp becomes a very, very smeltable fuel, which is super fantastic, you know. And that's not even a complicated farm to build. It's really pretty simple, actually. So I think all the new things that we're seeing, all the new changes in what you can build with and smelt with and everything, you know, essentially, you know, can change the way that people play. So people can, you know, so I guess, you know, instead of, you know, Minecraft being something that's so, instead of it being so ranch driven, you know, for animal products and everything, you can actually farm and craft without even worrying about hurting old animals and stuff. You could almost live vegan, I guess, if you wanted to. Be very plant-based, right? Right? Nothing wrong with plant-based stuff. You know, I was raised vegetarian pretty much. I mean, not vegan or anything, vegetarian. You know, and so even in my diet today, I very rarely eat. Well, actually, the only meat I really eat in my diet today, it pretty much, you know, consists of chicken or poultry. Because I just don't eat red meat or pork. You know. So, like, you know, when I'm playing this game, you know, when people say, yeah, eat steak, although, you know, steak is considered a great food source in the game, it's not something I'm looking for. Okay. Very cool. Nice. Well, anyways, those are some of my rants for today as far as I think how the game is changing. And I think it's changing really for the positive because, you know, the more ways that you can do things, you know, the more creativity you can get in doing some of those basic things. Like I said, you know, going back to the question, you know, what is an essential, you know, automatic farm to have at the beginning of the thing? And, you know, because a lot of the changes, it can change totally. Like, for instance, you know, with composters, a mob farm may never become that important. Yay, 8-bit, get us some good night time. Okay, well, let's see, I'm about 44, so we've done another 15 or so levels since I checked, but we still have a ways to go. It's always cool to look up in the sky. Creeper farm. Now, gunpowder is one thing that is super important, especially once you get some elytra. I don't think you can do anything. I don't think you can even use an elytra unless you have gunpowder, you know. So, but what's more important before you get the elytra? I know one of the issues we had on our server for quite a while was once everybody got elytras, it was like, yay, we got elytras. The elytras keep breaking on us. Okay, so guess what they had to do? They had to, one, either be just very careful on them, and now they had to use phantoms instead of leather to repair them. And of course, you know, you're gonna find a limit to how many, yeah, exactly, phantom hunting, a limit to how many times you can repair an elytra, okay, which kind of sucks, you know. But without mending, that's what you're stuck doing, you know. So about 5, yeah, because 8-bit had some experience doing that. Me, I made sure I kept a mending book for my elytra, so you know that's how I used it. So what's more important? And I'm going to say, you know, that maybe getting a good villager trading system so that you can actually take care of those things without having to. Well, I would almost say, I guess, you know, having some sort of villager breeder where you can create a villager trading system, I almost think that needs to be early game. I mean, it just makes sense because the more you're going to be able to trade, the more likely you're going to get the resources you need. And so that combined with some good food farms, you can get everything you need without really even having to go mining for it if you think about it. Yeah. Like, for instance, let's say you don't have any more diamonds. Well, if you cultivate a good tool trader, okay, who has pickaxes, and you get the right pickaxe trade, then you can get yourself a ton of pickaxes. And you just have to combine them until you get what you want. And you don't even need you don't even need the diamonds in inventory to do that. All you have to have is the right trade stuff, plenty of emeralds and stuff, and the right traders. So I guess it really just depends on what you're thinking about. I'm trying to think about which way I want to take it next. I think next season with the villagers and pillagers update, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go strong villagers. Yep. Because I know their trade systems are going to change a lot. So that's something that's I mean, they're still working through the trade system. They're still enhancing it. And I'm not sure exactly what that's going to look like yet. I don't think anybody does, and everybody's still kind of like, can't wait to see what they decide to finally come up with, right? So, yeah. So that's going to be something that I think, is where I'm going to focus on. Is I want to create a kingdom with tons of villagers, but I want to take advantage of the new villager systems, and I think that's going to be a huge part of 1.14. Wow, I'm just filling this up quick. Okay, let's go ahead and dump off my inventory, and let's go ahead and get some more stuff. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the more I think about it, because I can think this farm would be great, or this farm would be great, or this farm would be great, but then I can think up other reasons not to go that route. So, it's the game's really changed a lot since I last played. I mean, well, since I started playing, and everything's like it used to be. I think the first thing I'd always go look for is a spawner so I can make a experience farm. But now I don't even have to go looking for them. What I can do is I can, I can go ahead and create a whole bunch of smelters, and I can create a smelter array, which honestly, even in early game, that's not very hard to do. Creating a smelter array, the resources you need for that are actually pretty low. Not really crazy, honestly. And then if you use some of the techniques for cactuses, and you smelt cactuses primarily, you could save up experience quite a bit in those smelters. And in fact, it's a whole lot quicker than a mob farm. You're going to have less wear and tear on tools and materials, because once you have the farm going, you'll have something already there. The more I think about it, that's got to be the experience farm of the future, is the smelters. Hopefully they'll know. Hopefully they won't nerf those. I don't see how they can, because well, besides taking away the ability for them to store experience. Yep, that'd be the way they can nerf them. Well, anyways, I just I don't think they will, because it offers another way to get experience that is so much different than the current way, which is mainly killing things. And isn't that a better way to teach kids to gain experience, is by doing things like making something as opposed to killing something? I do like that. And this is a game where a lot of people start playing as kids, so I think that's a fair statement to make. Ooh, I'm going to have to go repair both my pickaxes. I think I might also just go ahead and take the pickaxes I have and do some combining. And see if I can grab some stuff. Yep, I think it's my turn to go do some pickaxe stuff. Let's go ahead and dump off all these rocks, come back here, pick some more up, and then I'm going to grab my toolbox, and I'm going to grab my toolbox and my books. I'm going to make a second pickaxe, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to go do some repairing. Yeah. See, like, just looking at these 6 chests right now that are almost totally full of resources just makes my heart happy. Okay, let's pick up all the stuff that I've thrown down here. Yeah, like right now, I'm going to go to the Guardian Farm and grab experience. And the Guardian Farm's great and everything. It's a really good tool. But when I think about it, I'm going to be sitting there probably for about 10 minutes, trying to gather enough experience to repair all these items, right? And it's not a bad idea. But with a smelter system, I could have like 10 smelters that have been like gaining experience for a while, just smelting items while I've been online. I could keep it set up in my what do you call it? We could keep it in our spawn chunk, so it's always smelting. And so you basically, if you just need experience, you go in there, you go pull something out, boom, 39 levels, 40 levels. I know some of the guys in Hermitcraft have been experimenting with smelters similarly, and it's just been pretty amazing how much experience you can get out of those smelters. So I guess, I'm thinking like in 1.14, that's going to be the first thing I build. Is I'm going to build a smelter experience farm. I think that's what I want to do. I think that's the way I want to start. And I'm going to focus on some of the easier, simple food farms, such as melons, and automatic ones such as melons and pumpkins, because you can get those going fairly easily, turn those into compost, and then you can get bone meal, which is one of the things I really, really like. Okay, there's my rockets. Let's go ahead and go. Ooh, do I got my toolbox? No, I don't. I almost left my tools here. Okay. Ow. That didn't work out, did it? Okay. Let's get up and over. There we go. There is the house. Okay, so those are my thoughts. Most important farms have, I think it's changing. I think it's changing a lot. And I think when we go to 1.14, we're going to see that, and I think, a new style experience farm, like a smelter array. I mean, could you imagine that? So then we have slime. Haha, nice. Nice, we got some slime. Awesome. Because then you build those big farms like a Guardian farm. You're not building it for experience so much because you got experience covered, but you're building it for materials. I think that's what makes sense to me. So, because, how would you describe an end game player in Minecraft? They've already done all the important stuff. Well, they've already done all the quote-unquote game goal stuff, such as, taking out the dragon, maybe killing the Wither boss, if that was one of the things that they wanted to do, taking on the temples and stuff. So what does an endgame player really look like? Well, I think an endgame player is a player that's really building. Oh, excuse me, still dealing with some of that crud from last week. But I think an endgame player is a player that is doing tons of building. And basically, if they use automatic farms to help gather resources, I think that is perfect way to play Minecraft, because then you got the materials you need without having to spend a whole lot of time in the end game grinding for them. That kind of goes back to why I'm digging right now. I'm digging because I need an easy way to reload up all my stone and other things I'm missing. What's that I just picked up? Oh, string. What's string sitting there? Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and set that down there. There they come. Okay, I was like, did the break again? Okay, so let's see here. Do I have any silk touch sitting in here? Because I need a silk touch. I'd like to make 2 silk touch. I got them breaking, which is awesome. Very good. Very good. I just can't remember if I got any silk touch in any. Whoops. That used to be filled with books. Okay. Sweeping edge. Let's see. Unbreaking. Respiration protection. Ah, there we go. Silk touch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make at least one more silk touch pick and get that all ready to go. Bottom chest. Yeah, I'm seeing them. There we go. And good. Okay. At least one more silk touch, and I'm going to go ahead and max out them all, okay? So, there we go. Looks like we got some takers. Let's go ahead and start getting these things repaired up. In fact, let me go ahead and... Sorry, those guys were really loud. Okay. Uh-oh. I did not want that to happen. There we go. Now they got all the spots filled up. Okay, let's... Particles are high. Come on, repair my pickaxe. See, like, here's a perfect case example going back to my point of better systems of experience. Like, this farm is fairly efficient. It'll repair my axes and stuff fairly quickly. Way better than, say, a zombie spawner or a skeleton farm. And those farms are great. Not to diss them, you know. But this farm still takes time for you sitting here gathering, waiting for them to drop. Hopefully you're getting the best spawn rates. And it takes time. And it's not the most efficient that you're going to find out there. So, what if you could just walk up to a smelter and then pull a piece out and bam, 30 levels. Yeah. I mean, I don't know about you, but that's kind of exciting to me. And the fact that you're not having to stand here. So if you have a series of smelters sitting there gathering all this experience for you, you know, what a great way to repair your tools. Let's go ahead and get some food in me. So yeah, I think one of the first things I'm going to build, one of the first things I'm going to build in the 1.14 server is going to be a super smelter experience farm. I can't get my mind away from it. It is so fantastic. Hopefully it won't get nerfed, but I mean, I just think that's going to be one of the greatest tools for the modern Minecrafter. And then as we build through the world, we're going to build farms for what we need. Like when we built the squid farm. We built the squid farm because we had a real need for that ink so that we could do certain types of building materials. And you know what? It went over and beyond what we needed. Building a slime farm. Why? Because we have a need right now to be able to for slime. Because I got some ideas for how we can use slime in some of the builds. And also it's going to be really valuable in redstone and other things. Then we're going to have a really great source of it. So that's exciting as well. Very cool. So, I don't know. So what does an endgame Minecrafter look like? Is he one that, you know, is building? Is he one that has all the stuff? You know? Like, when do you abandon a world? You know, that's a good question, you know? Why am I abandoning this world, you know? Or when we get to 1.14, well, it's not that I'm going to be abandoning it. This is a great place to start. This is where KimiseCraft started. This is where all the first builds came up, where the Big Trunks Castle was built, and we have those trading stations in there, where we have the Valhalla that was built over several months. Very, very cool build from Mr. Splinter, you know, where we got the Great Eye Tower, which I had a lot of fun building that, and the volcano, which is my mob farm. So am I going to have a mob farm next season? I don't know. I mean, will it make sense to have a mob farm? You know, like right now, the only thing I use out of my mob farm at the moment is for creepers, so gunpowder, and bones. What if I make a mob farm just for creepers? And that gives me the gunpowder I need. So then I don't have to worry about gunpowder, because gunpowder's always something you need. Zombie flesh. Yeah, zombie flesh is useful to trade. I'll give you that. Oftentimes, I'm usually trading everything else. Zombie flesh is on my lower list, but that is kind of nice to have as an option. And I guess if I'm going to go strong trader, that'd be kind of an important thing to have an access to. So, yeah, there's good reasons to have a good mob farm. So maybe that won't be going away anytime soon. Nice. Okay. So, wow. See, look at this. I told you it was going to take a little bit. I only got one pickaxe. Not even halfway up. Well, it's a little bit over halfway up. Okay. So, go ahead. Raise up my health. There we go. But that pit's digging. It's getting there. Gonna have to lower the beacons here pretty soon. We're probably gonna get out of beacon range here in a little while. Okay, so other things that I think about. Okay, so I guess if I was to list farms, I'd probably make a smelter experience farm. I'd probably make some pumpkin and melon farms so I can get bone meal, because those would be really easy farms to create and have them running a lot. Now iron, I still think an iron farm is huge. Now I wonder if the new village and pillage update is going to change the way iron works. That's a great question as far as for golems and stuff. That is because that would change everything as far as automatic iron farms, and that might be something that could be an issue. I'm kind of thinking maybe after we get this one and get this working, maybe I can talk 8-Bit Kid into doing a gold farm, because I've never built a gold farm before. I think that'd be a lot of fun, but I don't want to do it by myself. Well, I don't really want to do it by myself. Like some of the cool gold farms that you see out there, a lot of work to them, and I think it'd be better to have somebody there with me. Okay, so those are ideas. Yay, almost got a full pickaxe. Go pickaxe. Come on, my guardian friends, come on down. Look at them all. Just all flopping down, moving around like that. Great farm. Enderman farm's a lot like this. That's one thing we haven't built, is we haven't built an Enderman farm. But then again, I haven't had a whole lot of need for ender pearls. I mean, ender pearls are, I can go and get as many of those as I need, and it doesn't even take that long to do it. Endermen, though, they can be a really great source of experience, and they spawn so quickly. I mean, it's really, to an extent, can be faster than a guardian farm. The better thing about the Guardian farm, though, is you get access to all the Prismarine and stuff. And I'll tell you what, I do like the sea lanterns. Sea lanterns are one of my favorite lighting source blocks, but that could change with 1.14 with just the straight up new lanterns. That could change a lot. Now, given to make those lanterns, you gotta have plenty of iron nuggets. So I guess that kind of gives you a reason to have a mob farm again, because if you have a mob farm where you're getting pieces of armor and stuff, yeah, I forget about that. I remember when I last one I used to have my skeleton farm on one of my other servers, is I would get a ton of gold and iron armor, and you can smelt those all back into nuggets, and that'd be a great source of nuggets to create lanterns. Yeah, see, the more you think about Minecraft, you gotta think. You gotta get in your head. You gotta decide, okay, what can I use this for? Or what can I do with this? So even some of those spawner farms start becoming useful again. Although you only get those armor and stuff as if when you're killing them with your sword and stuff. But still, I mean, I would used to get a ton of that stuff. And in fact, I think a zombie spawner would be perfect for that, even better than a skeleton spawner. Because with the zombie spawner, you're not going to get it all filled up with bows and arrows. That's the worst thing about a skeleton spawner, is that when you're killing all those skeletons, you get overflowing arrows and bows. But of course, endless supply of good bows. You just have to combine them here and there to get exactly what you want. There you go. Now you guys are in the business. Come on down. Come on down. Haha. Don't stop on my account, guys. There we go. Very, very good. Nice. Good. 8-Bit Kid is chasing the monsters away. Very, very good. Okay, so I don't know. Those are my thoughts, and so I think, so to me, I guess a lot of what can make Minecraft better and better in the future is, things like the biome updates that they're doing, especially when they get the desert and the savanna up. because those will add so much. Because, I mean, what are the two biomes that you see almost more of than anything else? I don't know about you, but every time I load up a world, there's always tons of desert, and there's always tons of savanna. I mean, I'll get some good plains and stuff, but for some reason, I find more desert. When I create a new world, I see more desert and more savanna than almost anything else I see out there. So when those two get updated, that's going to be a huge change, you know, to as far as materials and stuff. And I think they're going to be really exciting changes when those two biomes get updated as well. The taiga's great. You know, and I guess the taiga pops up a lot. It's just, for some reason, deserts. I think deserts are really good locations to build because they're so flat. You don't have to. I mean, you're not having to like tear down huge mountains or anything to build around them. A little bit easier than plains because you don't have like trees all over the place. The downside, though, is the grass is so pale. You don't get a very bright grass out of it, so you don't get those really neat greens. So I guess there's a give and take as far as, building and stuff. I can feel the lag. I guess I could turn particles down. Okay, come on down, guys. Yeah, here we go. Here's more Guardians for action here. I guess it's taken a little bit more than 10 minutes to get all my pickaxes mended. Yeah, more standing here and more doing this, the more I'm realizing I really need that smelter away. Maybe I might just go ahead and pick that up as a project here pretty quick. That'd be great. Like maybe in one of the warehouses or in the top warehouse, go ahead and create that smelter experience array. That might be something to do. Kind of like that. Although I think I'd rather have it in the spawn chunk. That way it can work all the time. Yeah. And I got plenty of room underneath my house where I've got my smelter. So maybe like just dig off the other way and then create this experience array right underneath that. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, that wouldn't be too terrible. That'd be a great idea. Then I don't have to travel as far to get my experience. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and grab some more XP. Thoughts of a Minecrafter. How can I improve my process? How can I improve the process? Okay, well anyways, projects. So here are the current list of projects. Still working on the warehouse area, although that place is looking really sharp. So it's really just about what I'm going to put in the warehouses now. Got to go ahead and fill in all the shops in the shopping area. They look really nice, but we want to go ahead and hang some stuff in there and make a nice shopping area. I need to finish the beach area, so I got to build at least 2 more, maybe 3 more palm trees so that you have that nice palm tree look around the resort area. Got to consider what do we want to put on the other side since we've got this farm going up over here. What do we want to put on the other side of the racetrack? What can we have over there that would be really cool? That would add a lot to the area. Got the Navy to finish. So I've already started the big ship. We're going to see an update on the ship tomorrow. Yep, Industrial District. I think that's kind of what we're working on now, right, 8-Bit? We kind of place this over here, which is by another farm, which is by another farm. So I guess this is kind of an industrial district here. Yeah, I think so, So, I mean, what else would we want to add to it, 8-Bit? To the industrial district over here. What would be another good farm? I mean, I've already got farm stuff underneath my big tower, but I've actually disabled half of that. We could make a big food processing plant where we have a villager-based carrot farm, villager-based potato farm, villager-based, wheat farm. Because I don't have those things running at the moment. In fact, the only thing that's running is my villager-based potato farm. I got enough potatoes to last me a long time right now. And those things wouldn't be too lag-inducing. Actually, those wouldn't be lag-inducing at all. Oh. I almost did to myself again. Killed myself at the experience farm. I was down to half a heart. Talking too much. Yeah, I'm just talking too much. Almost like murdered myself. Okay. Very cool. Well, not very cool, but very cool I caught it. Thanks, everybody, for, like, jumping in the chat saying, hey, you're about to kill yourself. Appreciate it. Whew. That was close. Let's see here. Yeah, here they all come. I can tell by the lag the number is growing. Very, very cool. Well, we almost got the pickaxe all the way back up to 100%. So, let's see. Wow, I'm almost up to level 100, too. I haven't done that for a while. Usually when I get up to level 100, I have some really ignoble death, and I lose all my levels really quickly. Okay, almost got this one done. Then I can repair my shovel, and we can go for all the new stuff. Yeah, I'll tell you what, this Guardian farm, it can really produce the numbers. Way faster than doing this at a skeleton spawner or a zombie spawner. It takes forever to repair your stuff with that stuff. Well, I mean, comparatively speaking. Early game, it's actually really awesome that you can build a farm like that with the spawner and have that usefulness. I still have a zombie spawner marked somewhere that nobody's ever used on the server. I guess because I built this thing so early on, it didn't make any sense to create other spawners, you know. And I never really ended up using the zombie spawner because, well, I already had the wow, so it all come down because I already had the other farm. I already had the mob farm going. And that was probably one of the best things I've ever built. It just works so smooth. It's kind of a pain in the butt to build, but in the end, pretty awesome build. Yeah, boy, here they come. Check them all out. Yeah, probably one of the more useful farms is this farm. I mean, all the building materials you get out of it are just, like, fabulous. Creeper City down there? Yeah. I figured those caverns were going to be... there's going to be a ton of creepers down there. Well, don't die while I'm over here. I'll try to get over there to give you a hand with it. Yeah, I was watching an episode of Cubfan's Hermitcraft the other day, and he was out working on his golf course, and he hit a sand, and it just collapsed underneath from him. There's like 8 creepers or so in there. Yeah, it was horrifying for him. Of course, it'd be horrifying for anybody to get dropped in with 8 creepers all around you. I mean, even with good armor and blast protection, that's gonna eventually kill you. Yeah, that was a good episode. For sure. Okay. Good, my shovel's almost ready to go. Ah. The lag is real right now on the screen. And my computer is not a wimp. It's just there's so many particles. I'm pretty excited. I think, you know, Minecraft, I think they're doing a lot of changes right now in the way the game actually works. So I think we're going to hopefully see some improvements, you know, and like with things like particles, they're making a lot of changes on those. Like they just separate all the particles into different packs now, so you have a lot more control with different particles and how they render. So like you could have, you know, like you could probably change what experience looks like. I'm almost there. Ooh, so close. Maybe I should just take it for what I have. Yeah? Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's let it go. Let's let it go, guys. Bye-bye. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of all these things, because these aren't probably helping my leg out much either. 5 in a hole. Ooh. I bet you she's talking about creepers. Yeah, well, just don't get blown up by them. Yeah, so I'm just clearing out all of these different items so I can get the lag a little bit lower. Get them down in the sorting system down there. Very cool. There we go. Almost done. Yeah. Okay, so anyways, very cool. Okay, it's almost time to start enchanting now. Kind of excited about that. Boom, boom, boom. Get rid of these fish. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Now we're going to talk some business here. Okay. Sorry, I already have some things in here. Fortune 2, efficiency 5. Very good. Fortune 3, unbreaking, and fortune 3. Good. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to take this one here. I'm going to grab that Silk Touch, which I think I saw it over here. Grab that Silk Touch. So we're going to take that, right? We need to get another efficiency on it. So I already got him breaking. Let's see here. Another efficiency. I know I got some efficiency in here somewhere. How funny. Let me grab my enchanted book box. And let's see here. I should have efficiency in here, I would think. I'm breaking efficiency 4. That's what I need. Good. Now I can go. Now, do I have any mending left? Got plenty of those. Well, I think I got mending in a different box. Let's see here. Yes. There we go. There's the trifecta right there. Okay. So, let's go ahead and let's combine these up. So, let's go ahead and add mending. Let's go ahead and add efficiency 5. Perfect. I've already got him breaking 3, so now we just have to add Silk Touch. There we go. Now we have another perfect pickaxe. We just got to repair it. Let's see here. Fortune 2. Now, do I have any efficiencies in here? Let's see here. Efficiency, efficiency, efficiency. Whoop. Efficiency 4. Perfect. Let's go ahead and create another one of these. So this is Fortune 2 efficiency. Yeah. Let's go ahead and turn that into an efficiency 5. Perfect. And do I have any fortune? I might have fortune in here. I don't know. Fortune, I think, was some of the ones I was like having a hard time finding. Yeah, I might not. Fortune 2 is okay. It's I mean, I don't need to really. There we go. Fortune 2. Looks like 8-Bit Kid was having some game issues. Had to come back in and come back out. Is that Fortune 3? Perfect. Now I've got several mega pickaxes. Okay. Is that my mending? Yes. Now I feel like I'm properly ready to do this justice. Let's go ahead and repair my final tool here. And okay, let's get this tool repaired up and then we will go back to the grind. So thanks guys for stopping in and checking out the stream. I do appreciate it. I'm having a good time playing. I hope you guys are having a good time playing. I'm watching, enjoying the stream. I know I am. 8-Bit Kid, thanks for playing with me tonight. I'm having a great time with you. That pit just keeps getting deeper, primarily because of your efforts right now for this last half hour. So that's good. I think that slime farm is going to be pretty awesome when we build it. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we're going to have to build a perimeter on the L part of it for the for the iron golems to be in, because we didn't make it wide enough. We want to go ahead and use it pretty efficiently. I think that's going to be the way to go. Yeah. Because I don't think we need to have an iron golem on each side of it. It's not like it's not like it's 4 like that. I think we just have to have at least 1 iron golem per chunk. Yeah, I think that's going to work really well. 1 iron golem per chunk, so we can like fill it up with, we can use 4 iron golems and create a collection area of 4 areas, and then we'll have, what we can do is as it collects it, we could either have it come back up to the surface and have our collection zone up on the surface in the factory, or we could have our collection thing down. Now, ooh, that is a good question. Do slime farms, we got to keep it clear above them, or at least no spawning spaces above them. So the roof has to be a slab roof without any spawning spaces above it, I believe. Now, that's something I need to look up. I mean, is a slime farm going to be more efficient if it's open air on top? That's a good question. Is it going to be more efficient if it's open air? I need to look that up. So that's something I need to dig into afterwards. Okay, so let's see here. Let's count up the farms that are currently on the server for anybody to use. Okay, I think the very first farm I built must have been that. Is it the Blaze farm? I think it was the Blaze farm. I think the Blaze farm was one of the very first farms I built. That and the Big Mob farm. So we got the Blaze farm, we got the Mob farm. So those are in pretty good shape. We've got the farm right here, the Guardian farm. That took me so many episodes to get right, and I died so many times making this farm. I lost so many good pieces of armor making this farm, for sure. You can't see me? Are you here? I'm over here at the Guardian farm charging up my last pickaxe. So let's see here. What other farms? Now I made a killer pumpkin and what do you call that other farm? Pumpkin and melon farm. So killer, I had to turn them off because they were just doing too much. So that was pretty cool. I also have a cactus farm underneath there that's produced more than enough cactus for me. I don't think I'll ever need the rest of the cactus. More than enough cactus. I have my sugarcane farm down there, which I'll be honest with you, I'm just a little bit disappointed. I think it's too low to have been working well. I think I need to do a different design. I need to build it somewhere else. So I was a little bit disappointed with my sugarcane farm. 8-Bit Kid has a fantastic kelp farm. That thing is just cranking. That thing produces a ton of stuff. We have the Great Squidding farm, which that thing is like more than I thought it would. I mean, more ink than we could even possibly use. So that thing's been pretty killer. The Wither Skeleton farm, that farm has been beautiful. It was pretty easy to put up. 8-Bit Kid found the perfect place to build it, and it didn't take us all that long to get it together. So that farm has just been, you know, better than advertised. That farm certainly better than advertised. Other farms, wow, I used a bunch of experience. That's funny. I didn't realize I used that much experience building those pickaxes. I think 8-Bit Kid's having issues with the server loading and stuff. Let's see. What else? What other farms do we have currently on the server? I think I've named all the main farms. Now, the only other farms that I haven't made that I'm aware of, because I also had that villager breeder, so I guess that's kind of a farm. I had the potato farm, I had the carrot farm that were automatic as well. The only other farm that I can think of right now that's on the server, and again, you know, is there's another cactus farm that was built by Splinter over underneath his Valhalla, because he was going to make a big villager town there. Never did get to it. Too bad, Splinter. We'd love for you to come back and keep building. Server's really continuing to grow and be neat. I don't know what he's doing right now. Maybe he's busy with athletics and stuff at the moment. Ooh, man, must got a ton of particles going on here. Or the server's getting really laggy. Enough that it's really bothering 8-Bit Kid. She's hopping in and out. Okay. So, yeah, I think those are all the farms. We're still missing opportunities for farms here. Let's see here. Other opportunities for farms that we haven't done. You know, it'd be kind of fun to make an automatic cow farm. Just not sure how hard or easy that would be. Yeah, and I think the only way to make it automatic is to get ourselves a Vindicator and bring a Vindicator down as part of that farm. And I think the last mansion we went to, I pretty much exterminated all the Vindicators. You know, so that's one thing that we got to think about is next time we hit a mansion, we have to hit the mansion and part of our goal is to capture Vindicators and capture the Vindicators. Yeah. And yeah, because that way we can make those cool automatic animal farms. Because right now we don't have cool automatic animal farms. Sheep farm. Well, okay. I just came up with another reason why I really like the mob farm. Wool. I don't have to worry about sheep farms, and honestly, I don't like sheep farms. I think they can add a lot of entities to the game, and they can add a lot of lag because, you know, just a ton of entities versus if you had versus the mob farm, because a string, that takes care of all that. Okay, I'm done here. And I think I just filled my inventory with a bunch of useless stuff. Okay. Okay, let me clear my inventory out, and then we will get ready for the next part of this, which is continuing to dig. Oh, okay, 8-Bit, go for it. I'm just going to toss this stuff in here, because I don't need to do all that. In fact, I really don't need another Guardian Head. Let's toss that in there, too. Whew. Okay, we have a clear. Let's go take some action. Let's go do some digging, because it's our turn to do some digging now. Okay. You know what I need to do is I need to dig up all this ice, put it down the center, and actually turn this into a useful ice boat road. Because you can't really do ice boat in the side. Or at least I can never get the boat moving quickly on the side. But if we put it down the center, put some buttons on it, yeah, we can streak through pretty quick. And I guess it's okay for running, but, you know. Poor 8-Bit, having trouble. Also, I think just doing the running and jumping, you can move places pretty quick. Yeah, I don't know. There we go. Very good. Almost back to the big dig. Woo! Okay. Here we go. Now, it'd be great to find, like, a village in the spawn chunk. Would it? I don't know if it would or not. I don't know if it'd cause some issues. Yeah, see, like, here's my poor man's slime chunk, because I found a slime chunk early in the season, so I just dug this out, and every time I hear a slime, I go by and I kill it. I don't think there's anything in there right now, but, I mean, that's usually what I do. Is there slime there? No, no slime there right now. Okay, let's get back into action then. Okay, there we go. Yep, strip mine from earlier, which I haven't done it. Well, not strip mine. My branch mine from earlier. The strip mine is somewhere else. I've only had to do like one strip mine, really, which has been kind of cool. Yeah, this is turning out to be a perfect place for us to have this. Whoa! Okay, we are ready to get into some action. Guys, thanks a lot for checking out the stream. I've been having a great time playing, talking about so many things Minecraft, and just having a good old time here with 8-Bit Kid, digging a big hole in the ground. We are going to make ourselves a slime farm out of this baby, and that should be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun. I think we're going to need not just 4 iron golems, probably about 8 to 12. Whoa, man, she's been at work, hasn't she? Okay, let's see if we got a ladder that goes all the way down. Okay, she hasn't dug this side much. Okay, very cool. Well, I'm back in action. Let's go ahead and take my fortune pickaxes, and we're going to put those off to the side. See, we are good now with everything. Okay, we can do twice as much work, twice as fast, without having to leave the area. Drown farm. That could be something useful, but I mean, the only reason you would build a drown farm, though, is to get tridents. Now, for a small server like ours, we could make a pretty efficient drown farm. We could do like one of the versions Tango did. We could do the big dock thing, and we find a river bed. Yeah, but they're fun. Okay, and I'll be honest with you, I could use a new trident or two. You know, I can never seem to win them. But maybe I'll have more opportunity to do that as I continue to build on my pirate ship. Yep, for sure. Yep, I mean that's the big reason why I want to get another trident, so I can go ahead and make a get one with channeling, so that we can make charged creepers, because I already can tell for just to make some of the banners I want to make, I'm going to need creeper skulls. And the only way I'm going to be able to get a creeper skull is with a charged creeper. Yep. So, for sure, got to do that. I wonder if Mumbo got his dig done. I thought he was just going to detonate it all the way down there. I mean, that's a guy who has more resources than he could ever use, is Mr. Mumbo Jumbo. His farms are crazy how efficient they are, to the point where he doesn't even have to worry about resources. He'll just blow everything up if he needs a hole. I don't know. I kind of like the dig, because, one, all the good resources you get out of it. For sure. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to continue to work on this. I'd like to get this dug out tonight. That way I don't have to worry about it later. So I'm going to keep on working with it as long as 8-Bit's working on it. Thanks, guys, for stopping in and checking out the stream. I appreciate it. Hopefully everybody has a great time. Don't forget to hit follow or hit like. And I hope everybody has a great week. This is Kimise saying bye-bye.